Corliss pulled her car out of the lot and onto La Brea. The infuriatingly calm GPS voice was telling her to make an immediate right on 3rd Street. "Okay," Corliss repeated. "Right on 3rd. "That's wrong! Keep on La Brea!" Legend yelped from the passenger seat. The back seat was crammed floor to ceiling with cases of Poland Spring, so many that Corliss couldn't see out the rear window. She was doing her best to ignore Legend, until she caught sight of the shards of rosemary crackers that were piled up in his lap. "Legend! Max specifically asked for those crackers!" "But they suck!" "I don't care if they suck. They're for Max, and they're not supposed to be good. They're low-fat!" Corliss shrieked. Okay, she said, taking a few deep breaths. "I'm sorry, Legend. I guess you were hungry." Corliss was strung out. And the worst part of being strung out, she knew, was that whenever she got strung out, her forehead blotched up. She checked it out in her rearview mirror. Sure enough, just north of her eyebrows, it was Hive Central. "Legend!" "What now?" said the child with all the weariness of someone 10 times his age. "Your seatbelt!" Legend sighed and dutifully buckled himself back in. It was the first sign of cooperation he'd exhibited all afternoon. "Thank you. It was very nice of you to listen to me just then." "You're welcome, Corliss," he said sweetly. "It's just that I'm anxious about my new job. I mean, all these famous people, real-life actors, directors, and producers, it's all a little intimidating, and it's important to me to do well. Accomplishment is crucial to healthy self-esteem. But now I'm running terribly behind, which means I'm doing sucky at my job, which makes my self-esteem go all shrinky-dink. So if I yell, Legend, please understand it's not me yelling, it's my lack of self-esteem yelling." Legend considered Corliss with great seriousness for a long moment. "Have you ever considered medication?" Corliss gave him a long, level look. "Okay, now you really have to shut up." "Proceed to Robertson," said the electronic GPS lady. "Okay, we are very near the Kabbalah Center, which means we can be back on the lot in about, half an hour, if we're lucky." She looked at her cell phone, wondering if she should call Max, but it was out of juice. Legend pointed to something in the sky. Corliss looked up. A massive concrete building loomed in front of them. It took up the entire corner of Beverly and La Cienega. Emblazoned across the top of it were the words, Beverly Center. "But that's a mall, Legend. We're going to the Kabbalah Center, which is apparently a place for spiritual learning." "But the Kabbalah Center is in the Beverly Center," he said with the utmost assurance, and he seemed to be telling the truth this time. The Soundstage, 1:45 p.m. "The end," Max said. His tone was blank and completely unreadable. The cast closed their scripts and sat back in their chairs. The network executives nodded to one another. Max's assistants stood, prepared to jump. The first read-through was complete. Everyone waited for Max to speak. Instead, he threw the script on the floor. People gasped. Rocco nodded approvingly. "Where are the writers?" Max cast a glance about the soundstage. 6 desolate-looking people without tans raised their hands. Out in front was Petey Newsome, the head writer and the most desolate of all. "We're here, Max." Petey Newsome was a teenage prodigy who'd graduated from Harvard when he was 19. All he wanted to do was create the next Sopranos, but he was stuck on this teen jiggle show and he couldn't hide his contempt. He also couldn't hide the dark rings under his eyes from all-nighters spent in front of the computer.